today, another video. This is going to be a little bit different than what we've normally done. So what we're going to be getting into today is, we mentioned I think a couple videos ago about doing kind of a shop tour, project update. We got a lot of stuff going on. There's been a lot of stuff in the background of our videos we've done so far, and then
a lot of stuff y'all haven't even seen.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that's hadn't even been in here, you hadn't even seen. So we're going to take today, this afternoon, and just kind of give a big recap of everything we've done, kind of,
or most of it.
Most of it. We're not going to show exactly everything. Some stuff we're just not going to, but so we're going to do that. Talk about everything in this shop. There's a couple more buildings we're going to go to. We're going to go to the body shop, and then there's
another building.
So, and then we're going to show some projects that haven't made it into this point yet. They're still sitting outside. So, that being said, I guess we're going to get into it and go from that.
All right. So first vehicle here, just kind of getting it out of the way. This was an insurance job we done. Yeah, it's
Well, the reason it's up here, we had to ceramic coat it. We don't do any of that at the body shop because, you know, it might promote fish eyes or stuff like that. So this thing was, we painted the roof, complete front cap, and then down this whole side, and ended up doing the buff on the rest, just paint correction, and then, like I said, ceramic coated the whole thing. Come out pretty good. So that's
nice and black.
That's why this one's up here. It's not
ours, but nice and black.
Okay, with that, first truck we're going to start with right here is a 79. It is a Bonanza. It's kind of a rare option, I guess.
Yeah, it was more towards the end of the run of the model year. They were just trying to clean out inventory to get ready for the upcoming year. And a lot of the Bonanzas actually had really weird options, which this is actually the highest option Bonanza you could get. It had variable speed wipers, tilt column, power windows and locks.
Cruise.
Yeah, I think they had like A, B, and C package, and C being the highest option. That's what this one had. Cruise, all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, it's kind of weird. It don't have a headliner.
Yeah,
and don't have any of the lower carpets or lower kick panels. None of that stuff.
But
the full kick panel.
Yeah,
it's got like
they don't. Yeah,
and something too. If we've done a video on something in here, we're not going to say as much about it. If you want to know more about what we've done to it, just go back and watch that video.
Yeah.
There's a few of them in here that's had that done to it. So this one here, I mean, it's kind of a long story on it, but
just a quick rundown.
Make it short.
Yeah.
It got to this point from breaking a starter bolt off.
And here we are.
Here we are, motor swap later, and then
a ton of rust repair on the cow. Yeah,
I'll throw some stuff up. We pulled the windshield out of this thing to kind of clean all this up when we had the motor out.
And like half this window track come out with the windshield, and it was not a good day.
Ended up having to make most of the side pieces, and then we ended up getting the window track itself out of a parts truck we had out there, and that was the only piece that was
we didn't make.
I ended up making all this stuff right here and put it in.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a short bed.
79 model.
This is the original color on it.
Yeah, it's been painted before.
The original color is more like this. It's been painted before and it's faded out to this. Yeah. So that's the color difference in it. We're going back this on it. We're probably going to try to patina this thing eventually. Hopefully this year. This truck's kind of been...
It's kind of been put off for a couple years.
Keeps putting it off, and then we got to get back to it and get it done.
But of course it's going to be lowered.
Yeah.
May run the little 15s here for a little while. We don't really know.
Yeah.
Wheel choice yet. May run a set of Steelies.
Don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We got, what, 3 videos on this truck?
Yeah,
2 or 3, I think. So if you're interested in any more of this, you can go back and watch them. So that'll kind of explain the more of how it got to this point.
Yeah.
So with that one. This one here.
We're currently filming a video on this thing.
Right in the middle of doing a video on this one.
So a little sneak peek here for you.
This is an 85 short bed. It's two-tone tan and brown. It's what they call the ZY6 option, which is this version of a two-tone, not like the
your traditional
Just just
two-tone.
a stripe down the middle. This is what that one's called. So
It's a 2-year only color scheme, 85 and 6, only year.
yeah.
And it was developed by 2 engineers or something. Kind of a crazy story how it came about, but it's one of the more different, rare schemes you see.
Yeah, especially being tan and brown.
Yeah.
We have another one you'll get to later in this video. It's actually a two-tone blue one. It's a long bed.
Yeah, good story with that
We'll
one too.
say more about that when we get to it. But you can see here the hood here is pretty shiny
Compared to the rest of
We're
it.
in the middle of buffing this thing and just got the hood done. Part of that fender's done.
Yeah, there's still a whole lot left to
Yeah,
do.
we
Still got to do the complete inside.
Yeah, the seat's just sitting in it.
Yeah.
We'll get a walk around to this.
Yeah. It's currently got a set of Detroit steel wheels on it.
20 by 9s up front, 20 by 11s in the back.
With a big old dish.
Yeah, it's got it's the biggest dish we put on one of these trucks so far.
Yeah.
So with stock rear end. Inside though is everything's out right now.
We've had the seat redone already, so got new carpet, new dash pad.
But this is it's a Silverado option. It's got everything
Everything you
and
could
every
ever
option
ask
you can
for.
get in 85. It's got it. Just got the air working on it. Blows cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, like I said, after this there'll be a complete video on just this truck itself. So
Be on the lookout for that one.
yeah. The weird story on this truck though, it actually said at a dealership and
Northern Alabama.
was not even titled to, I don't know, a long
Yeah.
time. It stayed as like, I guess like a shop truck there for a
Yeah,
long time.
a dealership bought it new and they never titled it. And they just used it as a little shop truck and run around with it. And eventually, probably early 90s, I guess, I'm not real sure, they put a vet motor out of I'm assuming a C3.
Yeah, probably late 70s, early 80s model Corvette.
Yeah, I got a mild cam in it. It does all right for what it is.
Yeah. So it's lowered about
5.5.
5.5, 7, something like that. When we got the truck, it already had a spring hanger drop on the back, and it had a 2.5-inch drop spindle on the front. So we put a 3-inch drop coil spring, and then we didn't really want to take the spring hanger drop back off, so we was trying to get as low as we could without having to redo that, and didn't want to flip it because I think I'd put it too far.
Yeah.
And so we ended up putting a lower and leaf spring and just a drop shackle, so it's roughly 5 in the back, but
You mean 7?
I mean it's roughly 7 in the back.
Yeah. And it's still pretty far from the axle.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to worry about the frame and axle bottoming out. So
Yes, like we said, well, there's another video coming on this one right after this one, so if you want to see more on that one, be on the lookout for it.
you also
Bringing us to our next truck here. This is an 84 GMC. It's a Sierra, which is, equivalent to a Silverado, but it's got manual windows, locks, it's got air, everything, just about everything else other than power windows and locks. So this truck's it's been LS swapped. We acquired it
that with the swap
with the
already
swap in
done.
it and everything else we've done.
It's got a 5.3 with a
It's
stage 3 BTR. It hits a good lick. We'll throw up a little sound clip
Yeah.
of it.
Still got a 4L60 behind it. We've had this truck now for almost 2 years, I guess. We've redone the whole inside of it. New headliner carpet. The seat actually come out of that red 4-wheel drive over there. It's going to get a different one in it, probably a new one. Just door panels redone. This truck came in really bad, chalky, and it was setting. I mean, other than the LS swap, the truck was basically stock. I mean, it was setting up pretty high, and then the paint on this thing looked terrible. It was
bad, chalky.
It wasn't. I wouldn't say chalky, but it was like,
dingy.
yeah, it was dull. It had overspray all over it. It was bad. So I buffed this thing, I think about twice before I get it all the way out to this. And so since then on, we've ceramic coated it a couple times, and it's helped it bring it out and stay like this. And so it's also been lowered just a 3.5 on this one.
With overload out of the back.
Yeah, with no overload in the rear. Sitting on a set of 20-inch Rocket Racing wheels. And we put these on there, I mean, can't beat it. Still can't beat it. I really like these wheels. I mean,
they fit the truck really well.
Yeah. So with that, we changed the rear bumper out. It had the big step bumper on it, which we don't. You'll figure that out. We don't really go for them here, so.
Yeah. They're 20 by 10 in the rear, 8.5 in the front, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, we just done a little bit here and there on this truck, and hopefully this fall it's gonna go have a
kind of a revamp.
It's gonna have kind of a revamp on the whole thing. There's some stuff that's come out we may try on this thing, and not 100% sure yet. But
we've got a 4-wheel disc brake set up for it.
A little shop 4-wheel disc brake set up. We're just kind of waiting on it because we hadn't known.
Or what our future plans with it really was. So
we're going to do that and try to just complete the whole truck because it's kind of got some wiring issues from when we had it, and we've never addressed them. We just kind of drove it till it gave us problems, and so it's kind of giving us problems now. So we're going to get back into that hopefully this fall sometime and get some of that straightened out and get this truck fully like
roadworthy,
what it needs to be. So.
Yeah. I
guess that's really about it on this one. Just redone the grill on this truck.
Yeah.
I mean, this grill, it's the 83 and 4 GMC grills are the only ones that they don't make for the square bodies.
Yeah, they literally make every other grill other than this one.
So we've been talking about doing this since we've had this truck for about 1.5 years, and pulling this grill out, redoing it, making it nice. I think the week after we do it, that's when it starts throwing crap on us. So
that's just our luck.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Other than that, I mean, we drove this truck actually to Nashville, the C10 Nationals last year, which is I guess about a 2.5 hour drive from us, from where we're at here.
And we've drove it about an hour and a half one way to another show.
Yeah,
a couple times.
And so. Yeah, we've been really lucky on how far it's got us without throwing any problems. So
it was time for something.
Yeah,
I mean,
this fall it's going to be redone right, and we're going to have another harness put on it, kind of retune everything in it. Maybe a little bit lower.
Who knows?
We'll see at that point. So we actually have another video on this truck.
A couple videos,
actually. A couple videos of lowering it and some other stuff. So if you want to see that, you can go check them out too. I guess that's about all I'll say on this one. So go check our other videos out.
Yeah, we tinted it too.
Yeah,
it looks real good.
And swap the rear glass out.
Yeah, which seems some people hate, but
that's one thing we don't.
There's two things we're not real big on around here, and that's step bumpers and sliding back glass.
Sliding rear glasses. So.
But they look good on some trucks.
Yeah, I'm not down any of them that has them. I'm just. The ones we're doing, I just don't put them on.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess this next truck right here, this is a 78 two-tone brown and tan. It is a long bed. It's the only long bed in the shop up here. It's a Silverado. It's got
350 trans.
We're in the process of redoing the inside of this one. Just about got it done. But
it's getting close.
Just had the seat redone. Everything in here is brand new, so
all new carpet and everything.
Yeah,
truck's coming along good.
Yeah.
So,
and this is actually a one-owner truck. It's supposed to be original miles with 87,000.
Yeah. And this is actually a local truck to us.
Yeah, it's a local truck. It's bought in our hometown where we're from. And so something else about this thing, it's actually a ZY5 option, which is not to be confused with what I said on that one, ZY6, which we actually have another one of these out here. ZY5 is where it has the hood stripes on the hood, the little Some of them are 2 and some of them are 3.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what color, what the two-tone color was.
Yeah.
But this one should have had, what, like a yellow and a brown, or a tannish brown.
I've seen a couple of them. Some of them have 2 brown ones. Some of them have a brown one and a yellow one.
So we're going to be putting them back on here.
And then some of them have red, orange, and yellow ones. So
Yeah.
It just depends on which one it is. So this truck, the owner that we got it from, he had painted it probably 5-6 years ago, something like that. So it's had one repaint on it. And yeah, the hood too is actually supposed to be tan.
Yeah, the hood is supposed to be tan.
It's not supposed to be brown. That's just the way on the ZY5 codes with the hood stripes. The hoods were the color of the roof.
Yeah, they were the secondary color. So it looks kind of weird without the stripes, which, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna put the stripes back on it. This truck probably will be sold in the future. Just to make room for something else.
Yeah.
Coming in here. So like we said, it's a pretty original truck. Everything's solid. It seems to be on it.
Still has the original bumper from the dealership that was balled up.
With the original stamping on it, Adamsville, Tennessee. You know where we're from. So, we are going to swap that bumper out.
Yeah, we're keeping the bumper. Bumper does not come with the truck.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, not really much to say about this one other than it's just really it's a clean old truck.
Yeah,
clean 78 model truck. And
it's a long bed, so you know it rides good.
Yeah, runs good.
Yeah,
we drove it. So yeah, now this one don't have tilt, don't have power windows and locks, but
it does have air. It don't work, I don't think.
I think it's got cruise on it.
It does have cruise, yeah. But we put a new headliner and everything in it, so we've just about got this interior wrapped up.
Yeah, we've been waiting on a few little pieces here and there. It's kind of held us up, so
yeah.
That's really all there is to say about this one. And so I guess we'll jump this K5 over here. So this here is a 82 K5. And this thing is kind of what started the rest of this for us. And so we've had this thing, I guess, almost 5 years.
Yeah,
had it, but
almost 5.
But it was completed about 4 years ago, which, well, it wasn't really completed. It just got to the point to where it is now. About 4 years ago, we got this thing, I think the summer before I was a senior in high school, and so coming up on that spring break, we lowered it, put the wheels and tires on it, completely gutted the inside.
There was rat's nest all in the air ducts and the dash. It was bad.
Yeah, that summer after I graduated, we put the whole inside back in it. So we've got everything in it except the seats. Still waiting.
We're trying to decide what route we want to go with the seats, whether recovered factory or more on the custom side. We're not sure yet.
Well, no, we're about to get something done with the seats in this thing. So,
but
this
yeah,
is a factory 2-wheel drive Blazer. It's not a 4-wheel drive that's been converted to a 2-wheel drive.
It's 82, so that's the last year for original 2-wheel drive Blazers. Yeah, it's got the turn signals in the bumper down there. That's an 81.2 thing. It does have the old 305 in it still.
Yeah, it's kind of reliable to this point, 305. So it's got new door panels, carpet, dash, headliner. Most everything's been painted in here, done something with, except the seats. We end up spraying the door jambs when we done that, just to kind of give it just a better look in here. Doors open and shut good. It's got this one dent in the quarter right here.
That's really the only major damage.
Everything else, the whole floor, everything's solid in it. Rockers,
yeah, zero rust.
It's got zero rust in it.
See them side panels over there? You can see we made them.
It does have the sliding rear glass.
Yeah, the
that
power.
does work. Power just goes up and down. It works.
One of my favorite parts of it, the old senior center parking, and the trailer hitch there.
Yeah, the trailer hitch has been drug on the ground a couple times just from coming out of a parking lot with like an incline on it, it'll catch. But anyway, it's.
And the drop on this thing, it's a what is it, 4.6 Beltec?
Technically, what it started out as is 4.6 Beltec, and then, well, actually, the springs right here.
Yeah.
We had kind of an issue with these springs.
On this tan truck right here, we've been fighting kind of a battle.
These are the springs that originally came on this K5, and so we drove it for, I guess, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, and the front was always kind of higher than the back. I mean, the truck set kind of level from just looking at it.
You could put a level on the roof and it would say it was level.
Yeah, but just stand back and look at it. The front wheel, or the front fender well gap here at the wheel, was a little bit higher than the back. You know, some people started telling us it was squatted, so we just fixed the issue there and put a
3-inch coil.
3-inch coil spring on it, assuming, you know, this is a 2-inch.
That's what we thought. But
after determining, we then think now that
that was actually a 1-inch coil.
Yeah.
So
we think this is a 3-inch spindle
with
a 1-inch coil they sent us, and we were thinking it was a 2. So we go to put a 3 on it, and it drops this thing
a lot,
quite a bit in the front.
But it looks really good.
Yeah.
So we left it like it was. So it's actually about a 6 up front right now, and it's got just a flip in the back. But the springs are kind of soft, you know, so it kind of sets down a little bit lower, and it's got the extra weight from a camber top on it.
Yeah, we actually tried these springs on this truck thinking they were still a 2. That's what kind of made us think these ain't a 2-inch lowering spring, there's a 1-inch. So
yeah, so we actually ran into the same thing on
this one, and that's when we figured it out. So, and as far as the body, we haven't done anything with the body since we've got it, other than this thing was kind of chalky when we got it.
Yeah, it was
didn't
almost
know what to do with it. Didn't want to buff it. Didn't want to clear it. Didn't want to do really a whole lot to it. So we ended up finding that sweet patina sauce stuff.
Yeah.
And put it on there, and it helped.
It just it brightened the red up so much more.
Yeah, it completely changed the whole look of it. And so we're just going to keep putting that on there and leave it with that on this. Another video on this K5, we kind of went more in depth on what we've done to it and some other stuff. So if you want, you know, more interested in that, check it out. And so we'll jump over this Chevelle right here and say something about it for a minute. So this here is a 1970 Chevelle SS 454 big block. It's our dad's car. He done it probably, I guess,
15, probably 12.
Say 10, 12 years ago, something like that.
It is a factory SS car. See, black inside, black buckets. It's an automatic car.
Everything's been redone.
Everything, yeah.
It's got the SS stripes on it. I don't know exactly. This is not the original color silver.
This is it's a Dodge silver of some sort.
Some form of a Dodge silver, but it's really close to the Cortez silver, which is what these and the Camaros and some other stuff.
Yeah.
That era were painted. He built this car really before we were a whole lot, or like really a whole lot younger. So
before we was actually into all this, but yeah, got the big block in it. Got a pretty decent sized cam in it.
Yeah.
A no air car. It's got power steering, power brakes. Yeah, it's just a fun car to drive.
Yeah. So what you'll learn, he is a big Chevelle guy.
Which you'll see that soon.
You'll see in later part of the video. So.
But got to be my favorite car here, not truck, but favorite car definitely. This is what started it before we even knew it started it. So.
Yeah, like I said, we were a lot younger when he done this car, and I guess this is probably what started before we realized what started it. So,
but just a good looking car.
Yeah. So I guess we'll jump to this K10 here. This is an '87 K10. Had this truck probably 3 or 4 years now.
Right before we got the K5.
Yeah,
actually.
We bought this and the K5 around the same time. Well, close together, something like that. I don't remember. It is fuel injected. It's got a 350 700R4 in it.
Factory dual tank.
Factory dual tank. 4-wheel drive. It's a Silverado option too. This thing has everything.
Mm-hmm.
Power windows, locks. It's got every option on it. It could have it in '87. So
it had the burgundy interior, and the interior in this thing was like really, really nice.
Yeah.
When we got it, mild rust in the cab corners and rockers, but that's the inside here. Somebody put the later model steering wheel in it, which we're not really a fan of. So
probably swap that back out.
yeah, that'll be coming back out. But just door shut really good on it.
Yeah.
Overall, the frame's pretty clean on it. This was a somewhat local truck to us.
Bed was hit in the back of the right cab corner, like unusable. So that was also during the time where you couldn't get bed sides for these trucks. Every one of them was out of stock. You couldn't get them
Because this is a dual tank truck. It's got the filler neck gas door on both sides.
Yeah.
And you could not get a reproduction bedside with a tank or with the filler neck on it.
Yeah.
So
we ended up getting one off another truck we had out here. Put it on there. The bed's done pretty much. It's in full primer.
Yeah,
Just waiting for the rest of the truck to get done.
we do have a video on this from way back, one of our more popular videos.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago.
Need to get back on this thing. This is in the same case as the yellow truck over there.
I mean, it's really close. We just hadn't.
And we've actually put it in the body shop one time and had to pull it back out because more important projects come up.
Hopefully at some point,
very soon
in the near future, we'll get it back down there and get it started or restarted. So.
But yeah, this is a really solid straight truck.
Really solid. 87.
There really hardly any body work to be done other than the rockers and cab corners.
And they're not major. They're just barely compared to a lot of them out there. So did put this hood on it. It had an aftermarket hood. I guess at some point in its life it had one put on it. This is an original hood we had off of another truck we had.
Or no, we actually got it at a scrap or junkyard.
Okay, yeah, I got this at a junkyard. This is an original hood.
Yeah.
Off one of these trucks. Stripped it down
to metal,
etched it, and then primed it on top of this.
Which we are going to go completely down to metal with this truck.
Yeah, whole thing will go down.
So. Yeah, that's.
And it was solid red. It's not had a stripe or nothing on it.
Yeah, just straight solid red.
Running drove good when we got it.
Oh yeah.
I mean it's.
Of course, it's going to be lifted a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Really hadn't decided.
Not specifically on what size lift we're going on yet.
But
somewhere in the neighborhood, probably of a 6 or 8.
But we'd like to be able to run, you know, if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
Run these other forces over there. I don't know.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Got to get it painted first.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it don't like much. It just needs to be finished. So we said we got a couple more of these projects through the body shop the rest of this year. So hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully this winter or something, maybe early next year, we get it back down there and get back going on it. Like we said, the bed's done. The bed needs sanding and painting.
The inside of the bed floor, I can't tell you how many hours we spent on it, getting it ready to prime. And let me tell you, if you've never worked the inside of one of these beds, it is terrible.
Yeah. I suggest buying a floor if you if you need some bed work done on this. The floor just
the floor's cheaper in the long run.
Just buy.
Take our advice.
Buy a floor. Coming from two people that
have done it.
Done body work too well.
Yeah.
Anyway, that don't matter. Just buy the floor.
To make a long story short, buy the floor.
Yeah. So I guess that's really about it on this one. Just quick.
And it seems that people love it, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I think it'll be a heck of a truck once it's done.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get back on it as soon as possible.
Something, too, it's got the cab molding on it. I was going to mention this earlier. All these trucks that have the cab molding are solid colors. None of the two-tone ones are supposed to have the
in
cab
the 80s.
In the 80s.
From 81 to 7.
Yeah, 81 to 7. If it had the cab molding, it was solid. It was one color.
Which you notice our 78 over there does have it, and it's a two-tone, which that don't apply to the 73 to 80s.
Yeah.
But
you'll see one outside here that will fit in that category.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to this here, This is one of the, I guess you call it more modern trucks we've done. This is one we built. It's my truck we built probably a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's an '05 cat crew cab, short bed, Z71.
5.3 truck.
5.3. This thing was hit in the right front. We bought it wrecked, and so just from there it kind of went. You know, it kind of just kept going.
It escalated very quickly.
Went from, you know,
let's level it on some 33s to.
Originally, we bought this truck. We were just gonna level it, like you said, on some 33s, possibly some snowflakes or something, and then I somehow got talking to a 9-inch Magali's, and then ended up with a set of forces on it, and so.
And some Fury tires, which got a good deal on them, so you had to go all the way.
Yeah, I kind of got talked into this one, so I can't complain though. I really like driving this truck. It gets a lot of attention whenever
Yeah.
Everything on it that I would color match has been color matched. Door handles, mirrors, grille, back bumper.
Here's the front end here, and we done a complete paint job on this truck. Put the clear side marker light headlights in there.
Yeah, done that. It's got rock lights underneath it. It's on a 9-inch lift, like we said, a Magali's. It's actually on these trucks, you can't buy a 9, you have to buy a 7 and make it a 9. So
kind of a little process.
Yeah, you have to buy 2-inch torsion keys up front and then buy the
or 3-inch keys. 2 or 3.
I buy the 2. 2-inch keys up front, and then the back has the add a leaf.
Yeah.
Because it won't make it a full 9. You have to have a 2-inch add a leaf in that. And it is set on a set of 22 by 14 American Force Adams, polished, on a set of 37 1350 Furies. And they're not as loud as I guess you'd say another mud tire, other brands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't complain nothing about this truck.
It's done us good.
Yeah, it done us good. I mean, we just get in and drive it. So, and I don't even drive it a whole lot. So, other than that, that's about it on this one. Like you said, we painted the whole thing all over. Just ended up doing that. And
just make it all look new and fresh.
Yeah. I guess this is the last one in this shop here we're gonna get to inside it. And this is actually your truck.
My personal truck.
This is Jose. This is a 2003 Silverado regular cab short bed. This is, this is the highest option. I think regular cab short bed you get this
the
year.
highest options. You could not get a regular cab short bed with any more options. It's got the G80 posi rear, limited slip. Does have a 4-point grade in it, which gets the job done.
Hey, ain't nothing to say bad about a 4.8.
No. It's got power folding mirrors, which is kind of cool for a regular cab.
Especially this year.
Yeah, in '03. Daggum, the battery must be dead. But anyways, typical cat eye headliner, hadn't got around to that. Really clean inside. It's like I said, batteries. Well, no, there we go. As you can see here, original, or well, only 81,929 miles. Don't really drive this truck a whole lot. Would like to get it out more, but just don't have time.
This truck's kind of the same situation as this one was. You know, we bought it for you to daily drive. It's gonna be your.
Yeah, and
you know, the more we done to it is like, well, you might as well paint it all over, might as well lower it.
Yeah, I mean, originally, same story. I was probably just gonna go with like a 2.4, 3.5, and then I got talked into a 5.7 with a flip and a notch in the back, and it again escalated very quickly.
But really, if you redone it, I wouldn't have done anything.
Oh no,
I mean,
looking at it done, I wouldn't do it any other way.
We done this truck. You drove this truck to high school a little bit.
Yeah, very rarely, because you know everybody's idiots in high school, and
yeah,
a lot of them can't drive. Just gonna throw that out there. But yeah, the front end on this thing, I was seeing a picture on Instagram of a truck that had this front end on it, or this style front end on it, and with the lower valence painted like that, and I loved it. So you can't actually get those lower valences slick ready to paint. You can only get them textured, so I had to sand it and prime it and sand it and prime it. Got it smooth. Done a 636R silver, which is a GM silver, in there, and in the grill insert with a billet bow tie.
I will say something else about the paint, which a lot of people ask about it. This is actually factory color. This.
It's Torador red metallic, something like that. But yeah, here's a little 4.8 in here.
All that we've done here is put this painted intake pipe on it. Other than that, really clean truck.
Yeah.
Also was bought wrecked. It was bumped in the front and then needed a bedside on it. We done that.
Yeah, we'll actually throw some pictures up of this truck wrecked because it's kind of impressive. We've got a complete video. Actually, our first ever video was on this truck.
Yeah.
Our most viewed video.
Not the best one, but
yeah, but it's the first one.
We may eventually get around to redoing it.
Yeah.
Because there's more stuff in there we didn't even say about this truck then. So
yeah, but
smoke the headlights.
Smoke the headlights and taillights and third brake light. It's on a set of 22-inch snowflakes on two 65/35 22 tires. And a lot of the questions I get is like, is this thing bagged? Is this thing got them air sacs on it? No, it's all static. And it rides like it's all static. So, yeah, third brake light smoked. And the tail lights, we actually almost can match the color pretty close, so that's kind of cool.
Shave the bed pockets.
Yeah, Cam shaved the bed pockets.
And the tailgate pad.
Which really cleaned it up. Again, color match, tailgate handle, door handle, mirror caps. Painted the rear bumper. Got a bed liner in it. Eventually I want to take this out, slick the bed out, because I just don't like the way the plastic liner looks. But again, it's even got turn signals in the mirrors. I don't know if I've ever seen.
That's factory
that's
option.
factory.
It wouldn't put in there.
And which is kind of crazy. We didn't realize actually how high option of a truck this was when we bought it. And got a great deal on it. I'd buy 10 more today, son.
If we ever do another video, we'll kind of explain what we get for this truck. But it was cheap. Had
the truck tuned, and it really woke the little 4.8 up. It helped it out a whole lot. Which it needs all the help it can get. You know, probably making us a good 250 horsepower to the rear tires. But it'll chirp them. Won't light them up though. You also got to be careful with speed bumps because the transmission cross member hangs down pretty low, about 2 inches from the ground. Not ideal, but it is what it is.
It gets the job done.
You've got to sacrifice something for looks, and I mean, this has got to be. It is my personal truck, but it's really close to my favorite. It's
really the first truck we built that me and you built.
Yeah.
Like mostly on our own. We've done all the body work and everything else.
Yeah, we literally me and Camden done everything other than pull the trigger. So we learned a lot on this truck. But yeah.
Some too is all sprayed PPG.
Yeah.
That's what we spray.
That's all we spray.
Truck, everything that's been painted that we've done is PPG stuff. So.
But tinted the glass in it, and it's just a really fun truck to drive.
And its name's Jose.
Which we didn't name it that. Somebody else did. Don't come at us.
I guess that's going to wrap everything up inside the shop in here. Other than this lawnmower.
Other than the lawnmower, nobody really cares about the big Kubota.
So we're going to get right outside the door here. We've got one of the more recent purchases we've done here. It's this is an 86 crew cab dually. And this thing is
it's big.
It's a heck of a truck.
It's a land barge. Yeah, like I said, one of our more recent purchases.
Yeah, bought this truck earlier this year.
In the stupid cold weather.
Yeah, came out of Missouri, went up there and got it. didn't drive it back, had to hauled it back.
Yeah.
It's a big block turbo 400. Just done a video on this truck a couple months ago, so
go check it out.
Check it out. Inside's mostly all there. That side's locked.
And it's also locked. That's also locked. But yeah, it's got a blue inside, which I'm not real wild about, but
I'd prefer, if we ever done anything inside, probably go tan or brown, something like
yeah,
that.
but I mean, got a really nice dash pad in it.
It's got really nice door panels too.
Yeah, the door panels are in really good shape.
Too about this truck, the air blows cold on it.
Yeah,
we didn't touch nothing on it, so
yeah,
we got it like that.
All we've done to this thing is put gas in it.
Yep.
That's the big block life.
And run it out of gas.
And run it out of gas on multiple occasions.
That's the only things we've done to it. So
this truck does have a little rust over on the driver's side floor pan. Nothing major. It needs a little patchwork on the rocker too. Like I said, that's the business we're in. Nothing major.
Yeah.
So
everything just about works on it. And air, like I said, air works. Don't have a radio.
somebody
Had that happen to it. The
Yeah.
horn works.
had the old CB in it, but it ain't hooked up no more, sadly.
Yeah. It's all power, windows,
Yeah,
locks,
power, everything. Tilt column. Yeah.
Probably paint this truck eventually. Not right now. I mean, we've got a whole lot of other stuff ahead
Yeah.
of this one, so we're just gonna give this one drive it.
Yeah, and it's got cab lights, which who don't love a good set of cab lights? There we go. But yeah, it's got a set of 16-inch Alcoas on it, which, I mean, fit the truck pretty good for right now.
May need some bigger ones.
It'd look a little bit better with some bigger ones.
I mean, as far as the truck itself, it's a straight truck.
Yeah, it's really straight.
The roof and the hood there, just the clear's peeling. The roof's down to rust and a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And it's got one cab corner, it's got a little hole in it, and then the floorboard on the driver's side.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's all clean.
And the dually fenders are actually in really good shape on this truck.
Yeah.
Just got a little crack in them from where somebody's probably jackknifed a trailer or something.
Yeah, at this point though, you'll take them because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get them things.
They're
out.
really hard to find right now. So
So like I said, I just had done a video on this one a couple months ago. If you want to
Sure,
see more of
yeah.
that,
go check it out.
go check it out, and we'll just swing right over this truck right here.
Yeah. So everything up to this point has been in our personal collection. This is actually a truck we just finished up for a client
Yeah, through the shop.
through the shop. And before we go any further, just want to throw this out there. Nothing's for sale.
Yeah.
Make that clear. We don't sell stuff here usually.
We meant to say that earlier. I guess we forgot about it.
Yeah, we might just throw it in the beginning, but usually nothing's for sale. So
Yeah.
don't bother asking.
So this is an '87. Started off, we lowered it, put the wheels and tires on it, cleared it. That's all original paint on it, other than these two parts of this bedside, this top piece and this middle dark blue bar there. Everything else original paint on it, and it come out really good. This is the first one like this we've ever cleared, like patina that we cleared, so it come out really good.
The cab corners actually had a little rust in them.
Cab corners.
And above the exhaust back there. So we put full cab corners up to that body molding right there. We put them in and patched a hole right here, matched the paint dead on. Can't even tell it.
Yeah.
So this is a really solid truck. No rust at all.
It's also lower 3.5, about the same way we done the black truck.
Yeah.
For some reason, this one actually sets up a little bit higher. I don't know why.
Which every truck's gonna be different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got US mag bullets on it. 20 by 8.
20 by 8, 20 by 10.
Yeah, 20 by 10 in the rear. And it's still got a good dish for a 10 wide. Cleared the inside of the bed.
We're actually in the process. We just dropped a video of this one.
Yeah, part 2.
Part 2 will be one more getting to this point if you want to see that. And also put the complete inside new in it. everywhere from door panels to headliner, carpet, seat, dash pad, everything inside is new.
Yeah.
So with that, you'll see more about that. Door shuts pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a couple videos on this truck. So again, this is more of a little sneak peek here, because
Yeah.
you'll see in the last video how it got to this point. So
Yeah, but still has the original dealer badge on it.
also a local truck to us.
Yeah, bought from the town over from where we're at.
Yeah, good story with the truck. The owner's parents bought this truck new, and they sold it at some point, and they just got it back not too long ago and brought it to us. So
Yep.
we put a smooth bumper on the back, really cleaned it up a little. Did put a flat back glass in it.
Yeah, complete new front end grille.
Yeah.
Headlight buckets, headlights, all that stuff. So yeah, I believe that's about it on this one. Like I said, we'll check our other videos out on this truck. Okay, under the lean-to here, there's what, 4 under here.
Yeah.
This truck here, I mean, we just bought it, I guess a year or so ago. It's wrecked. It needs to be fixed. It's not much to say about it.
Yeah, it's a 16 model LTZ.
Now this truck here,
Big plans for this bad boy.
yeah, recently done a video on it, a Will It Run, and it did run, so.
Yeah, go check that out. But it does need a little more work to get it running great. So, yeah.
This is 84. It's a big block, turbo 400, long bed, C20,
Two-wheel drive,
two-wheel drive,
3/4 ton.
3/4 ton.
Also an 84, which got that rare grill in it.
We were thinking about swapping it out to an 85 to 7 just to have a spare
Yeah,
grill there, but May just ended up leaving it, so.
yeah. But this thing looks good like it is right now.
Other than this one giant.
Yeah, other than that giant dent, easy, easy. But I tell you, it would look a lot better if it had a couple more wheels on it. We'll leave it at that. But yeah,
It's a possibility.
possibility. This truck will come out of a salvage yard local to us. Again, kind of a weird option. No headliner, rubber floor mats, real base model door panels, but it's got power locks, power windows, tilt, cruise,
Yep.
AC, all that kind of good stuff.
But I'm sure none of it works.
And I'm sure none of it works. Something else, there's the manual for it right there. Something really cool about this truck, it being an 84, I actually haven't seen this on very many other trucks, but it's the official trucks of the 84 Olympics in Los Angeles. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so like I said, been in a scrap yard. It's got a few parts took off of it, which no big deal. It's got
We
great
enough
patina.
parts to put them back on it.
Yeah,
Got the big bug shield.
that's right. May leave it on there, probably not. Camden don't like it. I kind of like it. Yeah, but like we said, we done a video on this thing. A Will It Run? Go check it out.
Yep. Anyway, we're gonna get to the end of this lean-to. All right, down here we have the 72 Cheyenne Super. It's a long bed. We bought this truck really for the cab and front end. It being a Cheyenne Super. And I'm actually not as familiar with the 67, 72s. I am the square bodies, the 73 to 87s. But
It is a 350 truck.
yeah, somebody recently put put rockers in it. But yeah, it's got air.
Yeah, it's really got about everything. It being a,
These are the Cheyenne Supers of these years were the highest
yeah.
model.
and a lot of them you'll see sometimes rusted out up here under this drip rail. This one's actually pretty solid, so that's a plus.
Yeah. And over here, got a 68 Camaro. Supposed to be my car. That's it's in full primer. It's really just waiting. That was also done before I was younger. When that car got to that point, it's just been up here setting. So
it's had quarters put in it.
yeah, hopefully in the near future. I mean, it's probably several years away from now when even starting back on it, because we do so much truck stuff now that
Yeah, but started life as a 6-cylinder car.
It was drag race for
yeah.
a long time. It had
a
pretty built 454 in it.
Yeah, it had
Motor.
a high-rise intake, 2.4 sitting on top.
Yeah, the motor's actually out inside now. It's been rebored and everything. And
yeah, we need a stroker kit for it to make it a 496. So
yeah,
gonna have to throw that in something.
Yeah, so that's really about all I'll say on that one. I just want to get out here and kind of get the projects that haven't made it to this point. Yeah, we'll start back here. This red truck here. That's actually the last one we bought.
Yeah.
It's 85.
GMC.
It's 85 GMC short bed. Bought it out of a salvage sale at Memphis. It's not a salvage title. It looks like some kind of possibly like an estate sale of some kind. Like I think they run some of them through the salvage auction sometimes. I may be wrong on that. I don't know. But it looks like it's been sitting somewhere for
a while.
Yeah,
there was
10 years at least.
There was briars all in the wheels and everything when it got here. So I mean,
there's a lot of ants on it. I hadn't seen them since then.
Yeah.
Since it's been unloaded. So I mean, this is a very solid truck though.
Yeah.
So we bought this truck pretty much sight unseen off pictures.
Yeah, it was everything offline. Somebody spotted this side in.
Yeah, somebody tried to do I guess an acrylic enamel spot in like back in the day or something. And you can just tell where it's faded out, but I think got extremely solid cab corners and rockers. Both of them look like that. The whole bottom of this truck is
really nice.
Really clean.
Inside's really about what you'd expect, you know. Ripping the seat.
It's all there though. It's the one good thing the inside's got going for it, but I mean it needs every piece redone. Let's see, they don't have a headliner. Well, somebody ripped the headliner out of it, still got the board. So we thought too when we bought this truck, we might have thought this was tar or something like that.
Or it may have got burned or something.
Burnt, we weren't really for sure, but after further investigating, it's just spray paint. So we actually took a thing of lacquer thinner and wiped some of that off.
Wiped right off. And I mean, like I said, the whole truck's really straight, really nice. It's got a good finish piece on it. Bed floor in it is in really good shape. Yeah.
This is hopefully we get after hopefully the next few weeks we'll pull this thing up there, see if it runs. We have no idea if it will or not. I hadn't tried it.
So that basically does it for this one. Solid red. Got all the body molds and everything.
I'm not gonna say too much more about it because we're gonna kind of save that for a video of itself. We'll try to get it running. Hopefully the next few weeks or so we'll have a video out of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it runs. So
that's all we can do is hope.
That's all we can do at this point. Anyway, we'll get to the other side of the shop over here. We got a few more over there and then
a few more after that.
So here we got this 78?
Yeah, 78.
It's actually the last dually we bought.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
It is a little rusty.
Yeah.
Just to say the least.
This is probably one of the more rustier trucks we bought.
Yeah, but
couple years.
It was a dually.
It's a dually. It's got good fenders.
Yeah, it's got really nice fenders. All the lights back there and everything.
One thing that does concern me on this truck, I didn't notice it really until after we bought it, is the whole floor of this thing is got like a metal, I don't know, something.
Yeah, a metal sheet on it of some sort.
And it's been welded to the bed, so.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with that at some point.
It's probably looking like it's gonna stay in there, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a Scottsdale. Still has the dealership emblem on there. This window's busted out, you know, typical stuff. Again, about what you'd expect for a 78 model.
Yeah, camper special.
Camper
so
special.
It's got a little bit more.
It's got the big springs and sway bars. But although this truck is rusty, the cowl screen here is in pretty good shape. Didn't see any rust on that.
If we do ever do anything with this, or hopefully when we ever do anything with this, probably not gonna do much rust stuff on it. Probably just leave it like it is and
get it running, driving.
Run and lower it.
Which it is a big block 454 turbo 400 too.
Yeah. It's a great patina on the hood. And a little bit on the roof. Every
Yeah.
cab light's busted out.
That happens, you know.
It's the first truck we bought, that too, it's got one of these bars like this on it.
Yeah.
So that's really, it's about all you can say on this one. I don't know the exact name of this color blue.
Yeah, but it's the light blue.
Light blue, yeah. So anyway, this truck right here, this
The
is
old-
an 81 too.
Yeah. The old
Four-wheel
crop
drive.
top.
Yeah, college truck, the crop top.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. It's not been cropped on the top. So.
Yeah. We figured somebody just rolled it over and cut the top off of it.
Yeah.
But this thing does run and drive.
Yeah, surprisingly, this truck cranks up, runs, and drives.
Got the mean 305 under the hood.
Yeah.
High horsepower.
Very high horsepower stock 305. So, yeah, it is a four-wheel drive. It's been painted this color orange. I think his truck was originally brown.
Brown copper.
I think it was a copper, metallic brown, something like that.
Yeah.
But when we got it, you could drive it, but you couldn't turn it all the way to the
You couldn't.
I think the
yeah.
left.
Yeah, you couldn't
You
turn
gotta
the
turn
left.
it right. So we pulled the gearbox out of another truck we had up here, put it in there, turns fine.
Just leaf springs been a little bit on this corner,
Leaf
but
spring and I mean, we just wanted to see if it run drove. So
yeah, we're actually gonna build this truck though.
yeah,
We're gonna put.
well, we use the frame.
We're gonna use the
just
frame.
running gear on this truck. Hopefully,
Maybe some sheet metal. I mean, the fenders don't seem to be in bad shape. But if you can see over there, the two-tone blue and white truck, we're gonna pull that cab off and put on this thing. And
you said sheet metal. This is the one I used.
yeah,
I cut the piece out of this one to put in the yellow truck in there.
yeah, the
So-
yellow 79.
Just use that piece on it.
But yeah, this truck will probably end up being two-tone blue and white when we get done to it. When we get around to it, of course, because
Yeah, we got several years worth of projects lined up out here.
yeah,
On this one, this is an 87.
two-tone blue. This is actually the same color scheme as the GMC y'all saw earlier.
Yeah.
This one's just faded a little different. This one's actually been painted on, base clear before, as you can see there. But yeah, this is a really nice truck, other than the frame being shaped like a banana.
We got it took care of. We got another frame.
Yeah, we got another frame for it. But yeah, it did buckle it a little bit here and there. Inside's pretty decent for an 87. There's something kind of funky going on with the wiring. We'll probably just end up putting a new harness and computer on it. Yeah.
It's all here too, though. I mean,
Yeah, everything's
we got all
here.
the sheet metal to rebuild this truck. So. Once again, it's, it's got power windows, locks, everything.
It's got it all.
Just about everything you want on one. So I guess this here is was 87 also. So
Yeah.
Some parts truck, a long bed. I took the bed sides off. Probably a year or so ago, cut them down just to practice to see if I could cut the long bed sides down to short beds.
Yeah, this was a 4.3 V6 truck, wasn't it?
I believe it was a V6.
And we bought it without a motor. Yeah, like we said, parts truck.
Yeah, it's accumulated some parts in the back of it too. So.
Yeah.
Don't plan on doing anything with this other than just parting it out.
Yeah.
It's got a good, it's really got good from cab to up the front end on it. So,
Mhm.
and it's got a good white long bed floor and the rear tubs and everything like that. So, if we ever need it, it's there. So,
Yeah. I guess Chevelle here.
Yeah, this here.
This is what, the second one y'all seen?
I believe, yeah, second.
Yeah, the second one. So it's a pretty solid-ish car. Somebody probably drag raced it back in the day. A little rusty. You could build it, I guess you'd say.
So at this point with Chevelles, just about filling a hole or something.
But
At this
yeah,
point, Chevelles though, it's like you just gotta take what you can get because
yeah,
I mean, people now are buying cars just for VINs to build them. So
yeah. Yeah, 70 model.
70.
Yeah, that's basically it on this one.
This is the actually red bedside right here I was talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Off a four-wheel drive truck.
It was mangled in the rear here.
Yeah, I mean, you could
section the
resection
bed.
the back, but I mean, at this
that
point in
point,
time,
yeah.
you can buy a new bed size. What's the time you'll have in that? So, get this big 10 over here, and that'll just about be it for out here.
Almost.
Don't want to say anything about this cutlass right
This
here.
cutlass? No, he actually cut the quarter out to put in a 442 cutlass, which y'all probably won't see today. This right here, our pride and joy.
So this here, this one here is probably the one that is, I guess, going to have the most potential out here from what we've
Gathered.
Yeah, from what we've kind of built in our head and everything else. This truck has the biggest plans for it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Since the one sitting outside, it needs to be under this lean-to or something.
Yeah. But
anyway,
it's a 79 Big 10.
how do you know it's a Big 10?
How do you know it's a Big 10? Little education here.
4 digits of the VIN. If it's a 4, it's a Big 10.
Which
On the
you can't
78
see
and
it. But that is correct. 78 and 9, 4th digit of the VIN is a 4.
Yep.
You've got a Big 10 or a heavy half.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's two-tone red. It's kind of I guess a weird, I've never seen a short bed version. This is the only one I've seen in person that's this color scheme.
Yeah, it's cardinal red, and I think they just call it maroon. But I've seen a couple of these trucks, this two-tone,
Yeah,
but the C1 a Big 10 with, again, the ZY5 hood stripes. Personally,
see, this one still has them on here.
yeah, personally, I have never seen another truck this option.
Nope.
Which I'm not saying there's not another one out there. I'm just saying this is kind of a different option.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You see here where I buffed this thing, like just hit it, just see what it do. Like I guess almost, a year and a half ago when we got this truck, and it's sat outside ever since. So,
which the plans when we bought the truck was just make it a short bed and lower it and put a set of wheels on. But since then we've decided to go in a different route.
Yeah.
Let's see, inside here, this is the only rust in the truck is on this rocker here.
Store we got, a battery was left in the floor, and it
Just
pretty much leaked the acid out over
Yeah.
several years there, and that's what caused that. Everything else, I mean,
It's
really
solid. Yeah. This is a tilt cruise truck. It's everything but power windows and locks. So
which I mean, if we build it, it's gonna have power windows and locks, and by the end of the time. So yeah. So on this truck, the roof, the stripe, and the hood was all the maroon, and the rest of it was that cardinal red. So,
and it's got the little mirrors, which we don't have enough trucks with the little mirrors.
Every truck we buy that's supposed to have these factory, it never ends up having them. They always have the big mirrors.
Every single one of them, somebody has put the big mirrors on it at some point.
Yeah, we'll get a look around.
Yeah, but like I said, this is a ZY5 truck.
It's all there too. I mean,
Yeah, everything's here.
our plan really is to make it a short bed, but then from then on, what we do too is what's going to be different on this one than the rest of them. So,
It 350.
yeah.
It's got a little brake trouble right now.
Run.
It does
We
run.
drove it on the trailer.
Yeah. Like I said, master cylinder leaks just a little bit, but we probably won't get that far in depth before we tear this thing down.
We're not going to get very far in depth with this thing at all, other than getting the cab, the front end off the frame, and then from then on it's going to be, I mean, we ain't going to use anything else.
Yeah.
Basically. When we get to that point, we got a lot.
Yeah.
Well, the ones in front of this one are kind of dwindling down, so.
Yeah, we're cleaning
This one's
spots.
higher up on the list than a lot of them.
Yeah.
I guess that's really about it on this one. And it's, look, it says Mississippi on it. We're not in Mississippi.
We're not in Mississippi. It just so happens this is where the truck came from.
Yeah.
You want to tell them the story on this truck? It's actually a really good story.
If I can remember all of it.
I'll just start us off here. Some guy that worked for GM in Michigan, something like that, he moved down to Iuka, to Mississippi, and was working at a dealership down there, and he special ordered this truck. And he optioned it out and all that. And then he was down here for, I think, about a couple, 3, 4, 5 years. And then he actually ended up selling the truck to the sheriff of that county. And then, or the county over, something like that. And then way on down the line, I think he died, and the dude we bought it from his widow.
So we're fourth owner.
Fourth owner. But it's spent its whole life pretty close to here.
Yeah.
So that's the story we got with it.
Spent its whole life in northern Mississippi. So.
Yeah. Which, pretty cool story. Yeah. And this truck was actually bought at the same place that our dad's 69 Chevelle was bought at, which you probably won't see in this video either.
You might.
You might, who knows. But kind of cool.
So, anyway, that's the story on this one. Like we said, this is probably the truck we've got the biggest plans for, and I hate it sitting outside still, but
yeah,
I mean, we're working on getting inside.
Yeah. So
anyway, this is the last one right here we'll talk about. This is a
86 dual tank truck.
We call it like Midnight Blue.
I think so, something like that. Which, yeah, you're probably looking at this truck saying, why are you showing us this truck? That's just a parts truck. Well, we plan on building it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And this is not like that other one over there. We got every bit of sheet metal brand new to build this. We got complete new bed, complete new front end. And
fun fact, this truck hit a house.
Yeah, it did.
Caused
it to
yeah.
look like that. Don't have any motor. Don't have a motor trans in it right now.
But again, I'm pretty sure this truck was bought pretty close to here new. Spent all of its life here. And this is the bedside we've took off. We mentioned earlier about right hand side bedsides with
fuel tanks,
with the fuel filler in them. So this is one we cut off. Since then we've got one for it. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of new sheet metal going on this truck. We may go with a brown on the inside.
Yeah, I'd like to. I think a dark brown will give this blue right here. This is a metallic blue too. You can't really tell it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty dull.
I'm pretty sure they call this Midnight Blue. Like
yeah, but I mean, it's a nice truck. Yeah, it's again got everything, power windows.
Solid. It's not a solid color, is it?
I don't think it is. But power windows, power locks, tilt, cruise, all that kind of good stuff.
I believe it's a solid color.
Really?
Or is it? I don't know.
I don't know either. This truck probably should have had the body moldings on it, I think. We'll walk around here and look and see. Yeah, it had the hole in the bedside. Should have had the body moldings and wheel opening moldings and all that. So,
I don't remember. I don't think the floor is actually that bad.
No, the floor is actually in really good shape.
So we've got two new bedsides. Probably put a front bed piece or a panel. Does have the molding.
This was a 305 truck, wasn't it? Or maybe a 350.
305 originally, but it had a 350 in it.
Yeah, and somebody pulled the motor out before it changed hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is about it on this one, I think.
Yep. So we're gonna get to the other side of the shop. We got a few more over there. Then we're going to
probably go to the body shop.
Go down to the body shop for a minute and look at some stuff down there. All right, so this is a 72 Chevelle. I believe this is a real SS car. Don't have the doors on it. They're actually on another 70 model down there.
It's
the shop beside the body shop.
Yeah, it's a big block 396 matching number 4-speed car.
At this point in time, this car's a builder. I mean, I don't know. A Chevelle's got to be pretty far gone at this point now to not be a builder car. So I don't know really why. I really don't know why the hood's like that.
Yeah, it's just been like this forever. Oh, fun fact here too. This silver door in here actually come off the silver car inside. Somebody hit it. Long story short, he put a door on it. So that's the door that come off of. Let's see, this green car, it is a 70 SS car, I believe. Yeah, now about 2 or 3 years ago, this wouldn't have been a builder car. But the way the prices and of everything's getting right now, you just can't find them. It does need a quarter in it.
I believe this is an original SS car too.
It is. I believe it is a SS car. Got the round gauges in the dash and all that. Yeah. To make a long story short, that's this one.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, if you want to build a Chevelle, you got enough time, money, and patience,
You're gonna build one.
You're gonna build one. I mean, if you start with something like this, I mean.
Yeah. Moving on, it's not actually a Chevelle car, but a Chevelle wagon, which I really like this thing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk over the years of doing something with this thing. I've never really been a wagon guy.
Until here recently.
No, you've been a wagon guy.
I'm a wagon man.
And so, I don't know, maybe before long we'll pull it out and do something.
Maybe so. We've got another 70 wagon that y'all won't see. But like I said, it's a 70, so it's got the double headlights up front. I'd like to put that front cap on here, but I don't know, then that'd ruin the patina of it.
Yeah.
Because it's blue, I think.
I think it is. But the other one, it's pretty far
It's pretty rusty. I mean,
this one's not bad for as long as it's been sitting here.
oh no, it's not bad at all, but it's about to get to the point to where if you don't do something with it, it's gonna get bad.
Yeah.
But it's got the roof rack.
Yeah, I believe it's just 350.
Yeah, 350 car.
Can't tell you like an open door in this car.
But
It will open. Oh, it will. Alright.
But I mean, it's pretty nice in here. I believe, did this car run and drive? I can't remember.
I think our dad said he drove it in here.
Yeah.
He traded this car back in the day for a Holly carburetor or something.
Or no, I think it was this one.
Oh, never mind, that was this one.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But this thing was a copper orange.
Yeah, that's a good looking color. I mean,
I'd like to get this thing
it
running.
actually shuts pretty good.
Get this thing running. Maybe put it on air on some Steelies. Who knows?
I would put an LS in it.
Got the roof rack, because who doesn't love a roof rack? He don't.
All the glass seems to be pretty good in it.
Yeah, and all the chrome trim is all here, all in good shape.
Just don't see many wagons like this.
No, you don't see a whole lot of wagons, Chevelle wagons anymore.
Got a little rot in this corner back here, but
Nothing major. Well, kind of major.
It can be fixed. I mean,
Yeah.
This rocker in the back passenger or back left door right here is the worst part of the car. But other than that, that's about it on this one.
Yeah. That does it for the wagon here. 70, I believe, Monte Carlo. This is the one he traded for a Holly carburetor. I don't know. I'm not a Monte Carlo guy.
Yeah, I'm not big on what year this is. It's a 70 to 72, something like that.
Yeah, but
somewhere around that area. I'm not,
yeah, he actually did trade this for a Holly carburetor, I believe.
I think he said he ran and drove this one in.
He drove it in here, but that was long ago.
That was 30 years ago.
Before it got Mother Nature's sunroof and all. But
yeah.
This does have a lot of interior parts that will interchange with the Chevelles, so that's probably the main reason he got it.
Not really much to say about this. Like I said, we're not really Monte Carlo people.
This may be a big block car. I'm not sure.
Is it or was?
Who knows?
I don't think it has a motor.
It probably don't. But
look either.
And then another 70 Chevelle Malibu. Again, probably a builder car.
Now this is a builder car. This car is actually pretty nice.
It's a really solid car. And
the back glass. I mean, Chevelles are known for rusting around these back glasses right here.
Yeah, which no big deal. It's just metal work. So, but yeah, like I said, Malibu. It's got the chrome strip down the tops of the fenders.
But if we build it, it'll be an SS.
Yeah, it'll be an SS clone car. Was a vinyl top car. Yeah.
Don't know where this hood come from.
I don't either. The hood scoop's quite impressive though.
Yeah, it's got the gauges on the back.
That's right. Because you got to know.
You got to know.
You
got to know when you're making all
that.
115 horsepower, that 305, or this car is 307.
Man, the original 3.0 slow.
Yeah, it's not into that. I don't think that car has a motor in it.
Yeah.
This is
moving down the line here.
This is the only lifted square body here. Right
Yeah,
now.
and it's not ours.
It's our cousin's truck.
It's got like a 6-inch
I
lift.
think it's a 6.
It's got some welds, 14 wides, 15 by 14s on some like 36-inch Mickeys. Our dad and him built this truck back in the day.
I don't say around late 90s, something like that.
Yeah, late 90s-ish. 85 model. It's a 305 4-speed truck.
Yep.
With granulo. Yeah, it's a good looking truck.
It is.
It just needs to be cleaned up and redone. Even on these little 15s, it looks good.
This was about the first set of, one of the first sets of 14 wides around in this area.
Yeah.
Here at the time it was done, so.
But I mean, it was a nice truck back in the day.
We're just hearsay on that. We wasn't around during that time,
Yeah.
so.
I
guess with that one, it brings us to our most interesting vehicle on this line right
this
here.
is the rarest truck we own.
It's the rarest square body we've
Rarest square body we own. We don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
This has to be the rarest square body they ever made.
It don't look like much.
It don't look
outside.
like much.
I mean, to the common eye, you couldn't tell what
Exactly.
what's so special about it.
You would just have to know what's so special about
You
this
have to
thing.
see this truck, and after you see it one time,
You'll never forget it either. But before we pop the hood, we'll just get a side shot of it here. It's the Custom Deluxe, and I must say it's very custom.
it is. It's
Very custom. But like we said, rare as can be.
So we acquired this truck. We bought it probably, I would say around about a year ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And something else that surprised me.
Yeah.
Bought this truck about a year ago, I guess. One thing that surprised me, all four tires still have air in them.
Which
We didn't put any air in them. That's a shock.
I'm impressed.
It's a shocker. Usually buy something like that, every tire will go flat within a couple days. So.
Yeah, but this, what's under the hood, is what makes this truck so rare.
Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for it.
I don't think they are. There it is. In all its glory. Now, those of you that'll know will know. But if it will focus on that little joker right there, she's got the 318 Dodge.
Yeah, so at some point, this truck had a 318 Dodge motor put in it with
with the old floor shift.
It's got somebody cut a hole in the floor,
Yeah.
put a floor shift in it.
It's quite impressive,
It
to
is-
say the
it
least.
They were driving this truck.
They were driving this truck a lot. Now she don't run the best,
No, but it does run.
but it does run. It may not break them little tires loose. We don't know
I'd
yet.
like to find out at some point.
But
It's a, like I said, it's a custom deluxe,
Custom
nowhere
deluxe.
truck.
very custom. Yeah.
Like at first, when we bought this truck, we originally planned to just part it out, but after the more we thought about it, it's just too complete of a truck
Yeah.
to not do something with. So
But it's
thinking about,
it's a bare bones truck.
yeah, it's a
though.
bare bones.
I mean,
completely- you don't even have power brakes.
No power brakes, no power steering, no nothing. No tilt column. But it's all here.
Yep.
Other than the factory motor.
So our plan kind of on this thing is to, I guess we've never done an LS swap ourselves. So we've never done an LS swap ourselves. So our plan on this one is to just do it on this, learn, figure it out,
Yeah.
and kind of be our R&D truck for everything else.
Yeah.
Kind of, if we're gonna try something on suspension that's kind of iffy on putting on a different truck, or if we're gonna put something like suspension wise or something like that on another truck, and we didn't want to just tear one of our other ones down to try it and wanted to test something first,
Yeah.
probably gonna end up on this one. So let's.
We got a 4.8 to go in it.
Yeah, we've got enough scrap LS stuff to put in this thing, and it'd be a running driving truck. Just make it a
Yeah.
good drive.
We're gonna try to do a LS1 intake and a harness and all that kind of good stuff, and just make this truck one you can just get in, drive, air blow cold.
Not have to worry about it. Just get in. and
Not
drive
have
it.
to worry about it.
We'll have to put a windshield in it though, because somebody did hit it with a golf ball.
I couldn't tell you who that was. Anyways, yeah, somebody did hit it with a golf ball. Not gonna name names. This will be the last car we see down here. A 71 or 2.
Yeah, it's been a couple years since we bought a Chevelle.
Yeah. But this car, it's a really nice car.
Yeah.
It's a little rusty around the top of the windshield, but nothing major, Was a vinyl top car.
Probably gonna stay a vinyl top car.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go white, black vinyl top.
We've been wanting to do a white Chevelle, I know, for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna be the
candidate
to get the white Chevelle with black SS drive, leave the black vinyl top on it.
Probably be LS.
Probably. That's,
you know, maybe
everything can change too. I mean,
it might get a frame. Who knows?
but it's a really solid car. It's not rusted around the back of the glass.
Yeah.
Doors, fenders, usable.
Again,
A
it's
little bit in the quarter, but I mean, it's minimal rust compared to most Chevelles now at this point. So.
But again, it's almost all here.
You can see here. I mean, just how solid that is right there.
Yeah.
And you don't.
I mean, some of these cars you can see straight from the quarter to the ground.
Yeah.
So,
That's really
about it on this one. Trunk floor's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna wrap it up down here. We're gonna try to finish this up before we run out of daylight. All right, so here we got a 91 Burb. Yeah, two-tone. I don't think it's ever been painted on or nothing. Got all the wood grain, 350 truck. It did run and drive. Bought this thing.
It didn't run and drive that bad. I think it's got about 250,000 miles on it though.
Yeah, fuel pump went bad in it. So that's about as far as it got with the fuel pump. Got the barn doors in the back.
These are the ones too, the fuel pump's in the tank.
Yeah.
So we just might as well just put tanking off if we ever do anything with it.
Which we might, we don't know.
The sky's really orange right now.
Yeah, it is. It looks weird.
Anyway.
But anyways, sidetrack there. Yeah, really solid, really straight. There's a dent in that door over there. Got the big running boards on it and everything.
Which if we do ever do anything with this, that stuff's coming off.
And we may put an 85 to 7 front end on there just because I prefer them over the 88 to 91.
I'm not down on anybody that's got one or 88 to 91 front end. I like the 85 to 7s better, especially on these Suburbans.
Mm-hmm. So,
that's really about it on this.
Yeah, moving on to this next one here. 85 GMC.
This is the truck we mentioned earlier. It's a ZY6, same as our two-tone tan and brown at the other shop.
305 $700 truck, and it's all here.
This is an 85 long bed.
But yeah, this truck was bought new right here local.
Yep.
Our great uncle actually bought this truck new.
Yep.
And our dad traded he traded something for it
back early
2000s. So yeah, all this truck really needs is a hot battery. We need to be driving it, but we don't. Good looking truck though.
It is.
Again, and the ZY6s you don't see a whole lot. This blue like this, the light and dark blue.
We were originally going to think about making this truck a short bed, but since then we just leave it long bed because I mean everything else we're doing is short bed stuff. So
inside's not bad. But again, this truck, everything's here.
The seat's been recovered. Other than that, it's just about it.
Yeah.
It needs everything inside it other than the seat.
And
he did say the other day this truck new had a vinyl seat in it. Should have had a cloth seat,
but he actually wanted the vinyl
seat. So he said when he bought it new,
they
just pulled one out of another truck they had on the lot out there and swapped them right there on the lot. So
yeah.
This truck's had a vinyl seat since it was new, and it was supposed to have the cloth seat.
But again,
I don't really bother me. I don't care. I mean,
yeah, it don't matter. It's just something a little different.
Yeah.
But power windows, power locks, fitted tilt, cruise, everything. It's got it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we plan on lowering this truck. We got a camper top. Thinking about putting on it.
Yeah.
Doing it something like that. I mean, this truck I don't think has a dent one in it.
No, it's really solid and really straight.
Coming off of it needs sanding, priming, and painting.
Yeah. 91 Vet Stingray. This is a Tune Port 350 car. Red inside. It's in really good shape. A lot of these seats crack, you know, like that. 67,000 original miles. Nothing's really ever been done to it. Glass roof car.
I don't know much about the C4 air vents,
but
I mean,
yeah, I mean, not a dent, no rust at all.
Dent, rust-free Corvette.
That's right, just like every other one of them out there. Yeah, which obviously it's a joke because it's fiberglass, but yeah. Then we got a 03 Cat Eye right there. Nothing special. 4.8 truck.
It just got pushed outside. It had some other stuff come in the body shop, and it just had to go. So.
Yeah. Let's see. And plans for this car: paint it back white like it was. Probably fix the seating in the inside and get it running right, and probably sell it. Who knows?
Pass it on to somebody else.
Yeah. Just a quick lap through the body shop here. Yeah. Or the K5. Right here. Gonna start it off.
Not gonna uncover this whole car, just part of it right here.
Which this is a 63, all matching numbers, 327, 4-speed, no air car. Does have power steering, power brakes, but yeah, 63. It is a convertible, sadly, not a split window. But really nice car.
It's kind of weird to think about it though, because the 63s, nobody really talked about the convertibles because everybody just wanted a split window at this point.
Yeah, but again, you probably got a picture of this thing uncovered.
Yeah, I've got a picture.
So we'll throw it up so everybody can see it. This is our dad's 69. It's all matching numbers. 396 automatic car. Le Mans blue, vinyl top, black inside.
It's got the little stripe on the side.
Yeah.
This is a frame off. We've had the frame off of it.
The whole frame's been done. Repainted the motor. Car's had quarters put in it. Something really cool about this thing, these stickers right here on the door still say Kansas City from the plant it was manufactured in. So we gotta leave them on there. But yeah, really solid car. I think the only sheet metal is the quarters that's been done to this thing.
I think everything else is original, so.
Yeah, but
it'll go back together one day.
Yeah, one day.
Okay, the last part you just seen there, we run out of daylight basically, and the last shop we're going to has no lights in it, so it'd be hard to see that stuff. So we're gonna pick back up this afternoon and finish this thing off. But before we get into that part of it, I actually added this 88 K5 Blazer 4-wheel drive. Picked it up in between when we shot the first part of this video until now. So yeah, I've been on the look for a 4-wheel drive K5 for a while. Finally found one that I guess fit all the boxes we were looking for.
Yeah, one of the things we wanted this, the stack headlight,
which this was
with the thick bar.
We did not realize that I thought this body style, this front end went to 87.
Or this grille, really.
This grille, basically, yeah. Thought it went to only 87. It actually goes to 88, and then the 89 to 91 is
but
the late model square body front end. The latest model.
There was a few things we was looking for. Like we said, that front end, and had to be fuel injected. And
really won't be a two-tone.
And a two-tone, because we're slacking on the two-tones, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So this thing is dark blue and it's charcoal gray,
which is kind of a weird color scheme.
Yeah.
I think they only actually did these in the later years.
Not for sure on that.
Yeah.
Paint on it. I think some of it's been painted, some of it hasn't.
But it's got a, I'm assuming, well, no, that looks to be a navy. You can just barely tell, navy and black stripe, kind of, or maybe silver and black.
Yeah, most of it's faded off. You can't really tell what it is. But as far as this K5, though, it's really straight. It does have some
minor dings and dents.
I don't even know. There's very few minor dents on it. I mean, you just look down the side of it,
But
very straight.
and another thing, it is just extremely solid.
Yeah.
We have yet to find any rust in this thing.
Yep. Hadn't found any of the inside.
The inside is about what you'd expect.
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough. It's got these later model seats in it, which is actually what come in them. But
yeah, we thought it had the other kind of seats in it.
Yeah.
Actually, these came in it.
like the old style, like what's in our other K5. That's what we're probably gonna end up putting back in it. But it's got the light gray inside, which was also a later year thing. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to the inside, just like every other one. But
Yep, starts up, runs, drives good.
got 350 700R.
Shifts out good.
Shifts out good. Steering's a little sloppy, but
yeah, we
got some parts on the way.
sometime after this we'll have a full video. We're gonna be changing the wheels on it, put some rounded
Yeah.
wheels back on it, and
Yeah, because
trying
we're
to get it looking a little better. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing a little odd and end stuff too. We're gonna put this stripe back on it. We'll put the body molding back on it. Like I said, change the wheels out, and
eventually we'll put a small lift on
yeah,
it. But
eventually we'll paint this thing. I really want to paint one of these.
and I really think this color scheme would look good slicked out.
Yeah,
It's got the sliders in it, got some dark tint, which it is what it is.
yeah. But anyway, that's about all we're gonna say with this, and we're actually gonna drive this one over to where the other two trucks are at.
Yeah, and we also bought that one right there since last time we filmed. Not gonna say much about it. It'll have a video to its own here pretty soon, so
Yeah.
y'all have to wait for that one. Keeping it on the low down for a little
Actually, a
while.
pretty interesting truck. So
Yeah.
that's why we're gonna put it a complete video by itself.
Yeah, it's pretty unique, I'll say that.
Yeah. Not what we expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, host this thing up here, Cam.
I should.
Back on. I don't know if this thing can make it down off here. Slide off road. Getting it done in two high. Last two
It has
vehicles.
no lights, so you're not really gonna be able to tell much of anything.
It's had a slight fender bender.
Minor
Minor.
fender bender. You know, still open shuts.
Look at that.
Good.
Look at that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So anyway, this is a 91 GMC OBS.
You can't really tell a whole lot there. It's focused. All original interior. The seat in this thing is actually in pretty good shape. It's got a busted dash. That's typical OBS stuff. Yeah.
Bed floor of this truck.
Bed floor. Okay, the outside of the truck's been painted
Yeah.
at some point in time.
It's had a cheap paint job through on it at one time before it was wrecked.
Yeah,
And
shout
so-
out Earl Scheib.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had this bed liner.
And
And topper
we'll
on
put
it.
a picture up.
Yeah.
Because it used to have this on here. We
So-
just recently took it off.
Yeah, the other day we decided we was gonna take this off.
And we put these
Yeah.
454 SS wheels on
These
it.
SS wheels on
Had a
there.
set of just OBS steel wheels on it.
Yeah, but shine inside this bed here. Man.
The bed floor really is dang near perfect in this, other than it's just been scratched
Yeah.
from the
Which that is normal.
liner rubbing around on it.
But you can actually tell the difference in the color.
Yeah.
This is way more better looking of a blue than what's on the truck. The truck's almost more green than that
It's
is.
got a lot of a green shade to it.
But we'll be painting the whole thing all over, going back that color.
Yeah.
Fuel injected 350.
120,000 mile truck.
Yeah.
Bought this truck at salvage auction out of Nashville
Gave a G for it.
a couple years ago. Yeah, gave $1,000 for it. I mean,
So
couldn't beat it at the time. Still can't beat it now.
we're probably gonna put the later model. I think it's the 95 up GMC Grille in it,
Yeah,
painted.
It's got the painted surround in it.
Yeah, it's got the two-piece side marker light. Just kind of updated a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the new style
cab is
mirror.
kind of shifted over a little bit.
Yeah, if you can
We'll get
tell.
all that. We get this thing in the body shop hopefully pretty soon.
We just picked up a complete cab corner
Yeah.
and complete post forward over there.
So we'll hopefully get this in there
Get this thing rocking and rolling
pretty soon. Start working on it.
And just the doors on this thing shut so good.
Yeah. It does. So hopefully this will be a nice truck when we get it done. We're gonna end up lowering it.
Yeah.
Probably put a set of 20s on it, something like that.
Probably go with torque thrust. That
Just be a good
driving truck.
driver truck.
It's going to be nicer than what we intend. That's just how it always works out.
But we're gonna drive this truck, make it a little actual, maybe an actual shop truck out of this.
Yeah.
thing. Just run around truck. So
Just it needs some help.
yeah. Try to work on it actually during the day sometimes during the body shop.
Yeah.
This is gonna be done hopefully a little bit faster pace than some of these other trucks. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get in here and get it done.
And these OBSs are getting hot right now, so
Yeah,
can't think of a better time to start working on it.
yeah. So that one, this is gonna lead us to the last truck of this video. This is probably our,
Our most special.
probably so. It's probably our most desirable square body we've got.
It may not look like it, but this truck right here, it started everything. Well, kind of.
Yeah, this is 87. Last year the square body, first year fuel injected for these trucks. It's got a 350 700 R4 in it. And this is a stupid clean one owner truck.
That's right. Our dad bought this thing brand new in '87, and he's only one that ever owned it. It's got what?
It's got like 110,000.
Yeah, it's got a little over 110,000. He's painted pieces of it
He's
because
painted the hood and
the roof
I think.
and this door.
Yeah,
Other than that, it's all original paint.
it also has a set of the SS wheels on it. They're just on there now just to have a set of wheels on this
Yeah,
truck.
this truck he's optioned every bit of this truck out. He got the 15x7 aluminum bullet holes for this thing.
Yeah,
Which
they're going to be going back on it pretty soon. We'll get to that toward the end of this video.
Yeah.
We'll explain some more stuff.
But
so,
it is a step side. He wanted a step side. Wanted to be different.
inside of this truck is practically brand new.
Yeah,
It ain't,
this has to be the nicest square body I've ever seen in my life. He always kept towels over it. I mean, the carpet looks brand new.
just need to be vacuumed.
Needs to be cleaned up, but seat belts, headliner. There's one teeny tiny crack in the dash.
I can't find
And
it
if
now.
any of you know anything about these trucks, if you can find one without a cracked dash,
Yeah, you better buy it.
you better buy it. But yeah, I mean, like we said, 87 Fuelie, step side. Got this old lower valence in the back. Actually, he made them back in the day. May have to make some more. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe so.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. But yeah, this is the straightest, the most solid truck we have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It don't have a dent. It has one little door ding somewhere on it.
yeah.
Other than that, no,
I mean, this is
it has nothing on it.
no rust, no rot, no nothing. I mean, it's all original.
He bought this truck right after high school. After he got out of high school.
He graduated high school and bought this truck, and it's
So, yeah.
and we've got some pictures of it in a little bit better light. We'll throw them in here
Yeah.
in case it's
This thing did get kind of
neglected.
yeah, it got neglected for a while there. So our plan is we're gonna get this truck out in the next week or so, and I'm gonna buff the whole truck. We're gonna be putting the factory wheels back on it. We got new tires coming for them.
We got all the
We're
AC
gonna put
stuff.
the whole AC system back on it new, get the air working on it. I think we're gonna do some other little odd and end stuff, and the plan is to drive this truck and our red two-wheel drive Blazer up to C10 Nationals in late September, early October.
Yeah.
September 30th, October 1st.
Which, if you're watching this when it goes out, obviously,
About a month.
Yeah. We've already drove the Blazer to Southeastern Truck Nationals.
Yeah.
That and another truck that y'all have. Well, that tan truck y'all seen, the two-tone.
The tan truck, just not in its finished form.
Yeah.
In the video.
Yeah. We drove it and the K5 up there.
So.
Ran into a little snag.
Yeah, so that's the plan. If you're coming to C10 Nationals in Nashville,
look for us
this fall. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be up here with the K5.
Hopefully, yeah. If you see us, come say hi. What's up? You know, check out the trucks.
Yeah, and we'll probably have a video of this truck by itself of just buffing it, cleaning everything up at some point.
Because it deserves it.
It does.
I mean, this truck right here. If it wasn't for this truck, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, this truck's been here our whole life, though. So.
Yeah. And this is, it'll never leave.
Hopefully
it's found its forever home.
It is a dual tank truck. I didn't know if you said that.
Yeah, dual tank, 87, fuel injected. The list goes on.
It's got everything.
It's got heavy duty suspension, heavy duty brakes.
You could basically check off a list. He put it on there.
Yeah, just because that's what he wanted.
So.
And it's got the sliding back glass, which everybody knows how we feel about them.
Yeah,
but
probably not going to touch that.
Yeah.
Until it gets painted. Eventually, down the road, he wants to paint this truck. So.
Yeah, and just take it down to metal and start fresh.
Yeah.
And make it nicer than it was the day he got it. So that's the last two we got in this video.
Yep. That's just about going to wrap this video up. I know this video is going to be really long.
Very long. So if you're watching right now,
yeah, we appreciate it.
Shout out to you.
And I know there's a lot of vehicles in this video that are a long ways away from being done, but this is several years of the projects we got.
And there's also some vehicles that we didn't show you for various reasons that you'll probably see soon.
So, yeah, that's going to wrap this one up. Yeah, like you said, if you made it this far, we appreciate you watching.
That's right.
I know it's going to be around an hour and a half. So
yeah, if you're watching right now, drop a thumbs up and a comment, because we really appreciate it.
Yep. So, like we said, we're going to have hopefully these two up at C10 Nationals in Nashville this year. After that, there's a event closer to us, Trucking the Trace, Tupelo, Mississippi. We're going to have some out there. So
yeah,
we'll have more videos out before then. So
yeah, we're going to try to film at C10 Nationals.
Yep.
Film up there, film some trucks, you know, some autocross. And if you've never been to that show, I know last year was the first year for it, but it is just a great show.
Yeah.
There's something to do all the time.
Yeah, so like we said, we appreciate you watching. That's going to wrap this one up, and we got more videos coming. We'll see you on the next one.